Good evening to everyone. It's great to have you all here, and also CRN Digital Talk Radio to our listeners. It's great to have. Hope you all had a good week, a good year, and we're back at it again, year 2009. And boy, what a 2009 it is to open the year with with yet another major conflict in the Middle East. And the topic of discussion that we're going to get into today, of course, it relates to that, but more so with American politics and how we are going to be perceived with our new president-elect, Barack Obama. A couple of items of news before we start. More than 70,000 Iranian students have volunteered to carry out suicide bombings against Israel, Iran's state news agency reported Monday. The only comment I have to make about that is that I kind of doubt that actually 70,000 people, students in Iran, actually want to kill themselves. I doubt it's. I mean, I have no doubt that there are those that probably want to do it, but I don't think it's 70,000. But this is this is the report that we're getting from Iran. Signs are mounting that the conflict in Gaza is starting to spill over into violence in Europe's towns and cities, with assaults against Jews and arson attacks on Jewish congregations in France, Sweden, and Britain. Well, I always said that, anti-Semitism in Europe has never gone away since World War II or before World War II. It only takes something to lighten it up a bit. Either it's a conflict in the Middle East or a conflict here in the United States or somewhere else. Only takes a match to kindle that fire that's burning all the time. Israeli Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni says that if there are to be United Nations observers as part of a permanent ceasefire, the observers should be able to close tunnels used to smuggle weapons to Hamas from Egypt. Malki from the United Nations said observers should monitor how the crossings are being managed and that the tunnels should be shut down, though he did not say who should be responsible. Now that's interesting. So if we have United Nations monitors supposedly monitoring the situation in the Gaza Strip, I don't see how the United Nations monitors are going to, by force, shut down tunnels. Are they going to fight with the Hamas? Are there going to be gunfights between United Nations monitors and the Hamas? That remains to be seen. Late Saturday, the United States blocked approval of a Security Council statement calling for an immediate ceasefire and expressing serious concern at the escalation of violence after Israeli tanks and artillery began a ground assault on Gaza. The outgoing U.S. administration supports Israel in defending its citizens against rocket attacks by the Hamas. The incoming administration, led by President-elect Barack Obama, will have to formulate its stance on the Israeli incursion into the Gaza Strip. Barack Obama will have to decide how he is going to be projected by the eyes of the international community based upon the level of support he will give to Israel at this time. Now comes the big headache, one of Barack Obama's, and that's another question. If we do a comparison between what is waiting for Barack Obama with our financial situation here in the United States as opposed to what faces him in the Middle East, which one is worse? Well, that's for you good people to decide here on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. So the big question is, will Obama pressure Israel to end the incursion in the Gaza Strip, or will he support the continuation of the incursion until the Israeli government feels that it has reached its objectives in stopping the rocket attacks? Well, that's a hard question to answer. I will give you my opinion, and my opinion is that like any American president, once a president gets into office and receives all the briefings and gets all the entire picture, Barack Obama will have to make some very difficult decisions that some Jewish people or a lot of Jewish people around the world are not going to like. This is what I suspect. I think the bottom line is that that Obama is going to have to pressure Israel at some point. And when I say at some point, what I mean is that assuming that this conflict in the Gaza Strip continues beyond the inauguration, which is on January 20th, and I suspect that it probably will, the world is probably going to turn to Barack Obama as the newly elected president to take a stance and to try to stop the conflict there. Now, needless to say, at this point, that the current administration has asserted its pressure on the United Nations Security Council not to pass a Security Council resolution against Israel to stop its incursion into the Gaza Strip. This may, however, change if when Barack Obama becomes the president. How will the American people feel about this? With a new president coming in, how will we Americans feel about our intervention, our involvement in the Middle East, specifically this conflict between Israel and the Hamas? How do the American people feel about it, and how will they feel about, what will we want Barack Obama to do with regards to the conflict in the Middle East right now between Israel and the Hamas? And this is the basic question that I'm basically asking here is, what do you want Barack Obama to do with regards to this conflict? Do you want Barack Obama to fully support Israel and to say what Bush had stated on the media, that Israel has the right to defend itself and that it needs to do what it needs to do, which is basically what Bush said? Or do you feel that Barack Obama should assert political pressure on Israel to stop the incursion into Gaza and to bring in United Nations monitors in order to attempt to stop the rocket attack? These are more questions with regards to our new incoming president that stand before him, the challenges, and so on. So let's